Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemy. Where did you think you could go? Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies.
Ooh, yeah. I'm the people of Johnny slash your otaku wrestling fan. Oh yes, and I'm here today to review slash recap Monday Night Raw. Oh yes, don't you understand that Raw this week started off with Miz TV, and they were calling down Jason Jordan. But he didn't come down. Instead, his dad came down. Yay! Kurt's Jason's dad still. That's something that we all needed. And he says that Jason has a match tonight against Miz Taray's member, Curtis Baxel. Why does this feud have to happen? It's too freaking early to hotshot Jason Jordan into a IC title run. You're just going to get backlash like what you did with Roman Reigns. But I digress. You fathermuckers don't seem to care. Anyway, Brock Lesnar comes down because he's the new guest for Miz TV. Because this is a good way to use Brock Lesnar. He beats the crap out of everybody in the ring because, let's be honest here, that seems to be all that Brock Lesnar does. Heyman then cuts a promo, or did he cut the promo before Brock beat up everyone? I don't remember, but a promo was cut, and things happened, and the Jizz got left laying, and other stuff happened. Sheamus beat Seth with a roll-up, now keep that in mind. Last week, Seth beat Sheamus with a roll-up, and this week, Seth got beaten by a roll-up from Sheamus. He then got beaten up after the match, and Ambrose did not come out because he was too busy fisting Renee backstage. Jason Jordan beats a jobber because his friggin' opponent for the night was supposed to be Curtis Blaxel, but Curtis Blaxel was uncleared to compete. So instead, Curtis got friggin' taken away by the friggin' trainers, and then friggin' Jason Jordan had to beat a friggin' jobber who happened to be from Calvary, Alberta, Canada, or some crap. And then he picked up the win against them, much to the chagrin of most of the audience. Oh yeah, I probably should mention that tonight they're in Canada. It's backwards land, even though it doesn't really matter where you are. Jason's not going to get cheered because he is the new Roman Reigns. Bayley turns out to be actually injured after last week's thing. Apparently she has a separated shoulder, and we're going to get 2 3-ways tonight to determine a new number one contender or some crap for little Miss Bliss's friggin' contender belt or some crap. I friggin' know. Look, I didn't really pay attention to Raw this week because Raw is always poop and I've kind of almost given up. But the first friggin' number one contenders match was friggin' Sasha, Emma, and Alicia Fox. Sasha beat them. She made Emma tap. Emma's top looked like a smiley face, which was a bit weird. Moving on. Enzo and Show versus the Club. Cass interrupts. The Club pick up the victory because Big Show gets distracted. Big Show, can you just retire, please? I'm sick of you. You lumber around the ring. Enzo really doesn't need you. He could just get sent back down to NXT. Or hell, even send him to 205 Live, which could be the plan. But just remember, he weighs 206 pounds, which means he's a heavyweight. Reasons, I guess. Balor cuts a promo on friggin' Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt interrupts and beats up friggin' Balor. Then friggin' disappears and friggin' does other stuff. And no, wait, he didn't actually beat up Balor. Friggin' Balor beat up Bray or something? I don't know. There was a lot of teleporting and Bray talking about Bray stuff, I guess. Bray talks a lot is essentially where this is going. Ambrose beat Cesaro with a roll-up. Did I hear roll-up? Roll-up is the new frigging winner victory. Hooray for roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups to be exact. I think Uncle Toby's makes them, and they're quite delicious for recesses. But anyway, after the match, the Bar decide to beat up friggin' Ambrose, and then Seth comes down, and Ambrose holds out his fist, and it looks like they're going to fist each other, like they should have done last week in the Brazos video backstage. But it turns out, no, they're not going to fist, and Seth walks away, which means this time Seth's the bad dude. I mean, I think it's dumb that, this whole thing's going to build up to SummerSlam. They're going to win the tag team titles, then they're going to fist each other. Woohoo for fisting. Fisting is a good pastime. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good fist now and then, but we probably should not display our fisting on TV. But what would make this storyline a bit more interesting is if they go for the tag team titles, lose, and then have Ambrose turn on Seth. And then we could have Dean as a heel, which is probably what he needs at the moment to renew his freaking character. But hey, I'm just a wrestling fan, an otaku wrestling fan. Mickie James versus Dana Brooke versus Nia fat bitch, slow bitch, ugly bitch, fat bitch, Jax. Nia fat bitch, ugly bitch, slow bitch, fat bitch, ugly bitch, Jax goes over because she's Nia and she sits on people's faces. And then the main event of the evening was Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in a last man standing match. I'm going to leave it here for 5 seconds and you guys can decide who wins. Did you pick Strowman? Because if you picked Strowman, you would be correct. He beat Roman in a last man standing match. He also threw a chair at Roman's face, but not like a normal friggin' steel chair. It was one of the big friggin' chair that the friggin' timekeeper sits on, like the one with the wheels and crap, like a freaking office chair, which was actually kind of cool. It was bounced off Roman's skull, and it looked actually kind of cool. But friggin' Strowman's being speared and is down, and then the referee's at a count of 9. This is something I don't quite understand here. I'm fine with Strowman winning because Strowman's awesome. But what I don't quite understand here is, so Roman's standing there celebrating, right, because he's about to win. Joe jumps in from out of freaking nowhere, chokes out Roman, but the referee stops counting for Strowman. I don't understand that. Technically Strowman hasn't gotten up, so should the count have not stopped? As I said, I'm fine with Strowman winning, it's just rules in this kind of thing don't make sense. So anyway, friggin' Roman gets choked out, Joe celebrates, looks down Roman, Strowman gets up at a count of 8, which is actually technically a count of 17 for him, and gets up and poses because Strowman must pose. And that was the end of Raw, and Strowman is awesome still, and does things like running into things because he is Strowman. And that is the end of this week's Raw recap. Not a great episode, if I say so myself, of Raw. I'm going to rate it poop out of crap because poop is less significant than crap, and crap is more significant than poop. But my recap itself this week was not also all that great. The only jokes I managed to make was about fisting, so keep that in mind for next time. I've been your otaku wrestling fan. Peace.